Hello folks, listen, we have another stimulating stimulus check update here for you. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video so you can see more, and also about the velocity banking method, how you can pay off your loans through your line of credit. Man, this is going to be awesome. This stimulus check update, I mean, it just keeps unraveling, doesn't it? I mean, it's like a flower blooming. Like, we don't know what's gonna go on from day to day, what bill is gonna be passed, right? What argument is going to be made, what changes or amendments are going to be made, right? So what we know now is that the IRS has mailed 88 million, I'm talking about the new stimulus check update, 88 million checks so far. And they gave us a time, right? They said, hey, you know, we should be mailing them out on April 24th. Listen, some have already gotten their checks. They have already gotten their stimulus checks in the tune of $158 billion, right? So 88 million checks have been mailed. Okay, and of those 88 million checks, $158 billion has been received by the people, and they are continuing to mail those checks as well. So it's not like they'll stop. Okay, they've also made, and this is also on the website, they've made continuing statements. Listen, this is where you're going to receive it if you fall within this income bracket. Within this income bracket, I mean 80 to 90, there's 100 to 110, so it all depends on what adjustment gross income, like we said in the other video, that you fall in when you will get that stimulus check. Oh my goodness. And folks, if you're on Social Security, and if you're a veteran, you get those benefits, please don't be alarmed, right? It really seems like they are serious about giving us money, right? And so a lot of times we look and we say, man, you know what? Well, I'm in the state of California, or I am in the state of Texas. When am I going to get, what is the statistics on my state? Well, let me show you. Okay, so as you can see right here, we have the top 3 states, California, Texas, and Florida. You know, the federal agencies, they released that state-by-state breakdown of stimulus payments made, and that's actually of April 17th. So we see that California is actually at the top of the heap. California, right? In terms of total cash paid to residents so far. So more than 9 million households in this golden state received a stimulus payment, adding up to $15.9 billion in payments, folks. This is payouts. Now, Texas followed in with a close second. Those checks have been sent to 7.8 million households, and that's a total of $14.4 billion. In Florida rounded out the top 3 states whose residents received funding so far, with 6.3 million households getting payments, adding up to $11 billion. Now, that is something else. I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. You say, well, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I don't live in Texas. I don't live in Florida. CJ, I don't live in California. What about my state? You know, I knew you were going to say that, and that's why I put up your state as well. Let's look at the state. So here we're looking at the stimulus payments per person. This is how much, with some 88 million checks distributed, the average payment is $1,791, right? So these are the averages, okay, of that people are getting in each state. You know, of course, lovely Arizona is 1,824, right? Over there, those folks in Pennsylvania, right? Got some friends over there in Pennsylvania. They're getting 1,779, and of course, this is the map, kind of showing you what to expect in your state. Hey, speaking of Georgia, right? The tax filers over there in Georgia are just super duper mad. Why? Because they filed, right? With H&R Block, with TurboTax, with Jackson Hewitt, and they didn't get any money. And so what's happening? Hey, H&R Block, they made a statement, and they said it's the IRS that is not putting your correct bank account information, okay, when we file it. Hey, it's not our fault, it's them. And then the IRS said, no, It's you. It's not us. And so it's just a big fat he said, she said, and I gotta see what you guys think about that. What do you think about that? What do you think about the he said, she said? It's going back and forth, right? And you say, CJ, I just want my money. You know what? I'm with you. Look, if you don't have access to a bank account, don't worry, all right? Walmart, okay, big shout out to Walmart. Walmart has made the prepaid, right, preloaded card available for you. So if you don't have a bank account, go to Walmart, make sure you get that prepaid debit card so that you can get access to that cash. Also, if you have PayPal as well, because they're one of the ones that are going to assist people with that as well. Now, having said that, guess what they made available? They said, you know what? If you want to share your check with someone, that's okay. Or if you want to redistribute that check somewhere else, that's all right too. You don't have to keep that check. You can share it with this person, that person, the other person, or you can redistribute it and give to the organization of your choice. It's up to you. So they've made that available. Man, isn't that something? I know we have a lot of mixed viewers here, and we have people that don't necessarily need the stimulus check, and they do want to go ahead and redistribute it. Hey, it's okay to redistribute it to me. Just go ahead and email me, creditwiz@investorpro.org. We can have a conversation. We can actually show you how to grow that stimulus check instead of spending it on me or yourself or anything else, right? Listen, there is an act that is coming out. Watch this. And it's awesome. It's called the Automatic Boost the Community Act. What this is you don't have to be American, because you remember in the last ones you had to be American, right? 16 years or older, making 130,000 less, right? Less than 130,000 a year, and you were going to get that 2,000 a month, right? In this one, you don't have to be. You don't even have to be a citizen. Okay, the ABC Act. Listen, it's going to be $2,000 a dependent that you get. Okay, loaded on a prepaid card. So you'll have access to that money, and okay, you'll get $1,000 each month. So let's say family of four, right? Right, family of four. Let's say 3 are the dependents. Okay, listen, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, right? All right, because it's going to be for you and your dependents. So that'll be $8,000. Now, let me back up, right? Because remember before, they were proposing that the $500 a child, right? Now this one, we only have the language of dependent, so we don't know if it's child or dependent. Right now it's dependent, okay? $2,000 a dependent. So let's say husband and wife, they have 4 children. Those dependents, right? Children are dependents. Let's go ahead and just give them the 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, right? Because they're dependents, and that's $8,000 for that family. On top of that, it's $1,000 a month for the year. Folks, this thing is out of control. Tell me your thoughts. Do you think that this is going to pass? Okay, do you think that, again, because they didn't put a cap on it yet, I'm telling you, this is the update, okay, that I'm getting. It's not like it's something that's signed and whatever, like it's a done deal. Not yet. The ABC is not yet, okay? But those stimulus checks, 88 million of them have already been sent out. They're not joking around with that. We showed you the statistics for your state, average payment for your state. It's wild. But show me what you think about this, and if we'll even get to the ABC Act. Okay, folks, thank you so much for watching. God bless. You have a great night. This is for you. This goes out to one of the best property managers. Ain't no one else out there that can hang with you. You got these apartments on lock. Your hustle don't quit and your game don't stop. I know you're sick of me not paying the rent. Got my check next thing you know my money's spent. But I know I got a reckon, and I'll have your money on the 22nd.